Hi family and friends, it's Jen here again. I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. Who are you when you're alone with yourself? Do you know who God is? I'd like to share some readings with you. First would be The Invitation by Uriah Mountain Dreamer. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for. And if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing, it doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dreams, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, or if you've been opened up by life's betrayals, or you have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it, fade it, or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own, if you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful, be realistic, or to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you're telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another, to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. I want to know if you can be faithful and therefore be trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty every day, and if you can source your life from God's presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours or mine, and still stand on the edge of a lake and shout to the silver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after a night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done for the children. It doesn't interest me who you are or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of a fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else fades away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in those empty moments. So, there's one other thing I'd like to share with you. It was written by Augustine in Confessions in 500 AD. And he says, "How can you draw close to God when you're far from your own self?" He prayed, "Grant, Lord, that I may know myself, that I may know thee." So, do you know your true self? Do you know God? If your answers are no, perhaps it's time that you sit back and give yourself some empty moments to get to know yourself and get to know God. If you have any prayer requests, as always, you can put them in the comments below or send me a private message. I always love hearing from you. I'm praying for you, and I wish you well. God bless.